going.
Huh?
Talk.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you tuning in to Vices TV. This is your boy, The Ripper. And no, we're not ripping cards today. We're actually going to rip apart the outer layer of a Nike SB. The shoe that I have here with me today is a quick strike collaboration that people have been keeping their eyes out for and have been wondering what the release date was going to be because there's been some delays, but it's finally here. They just dropped today in skate shops, March 9th, and it's none other than the Nike collaboration with Carpet Company, SB Dunk High. Now, I was really excited to see these in person just based off the fact that it was going to have the tearaway outer materials. A lot of people have had their eyes on these for a number of reasons. As you can see, one, the shoe just looks really, really dope. But two, anytime the SB part of Nike teams up with another company to do a quick strike collaboration, it always garners some attention and some hype. So these were no different. I'm gonna talk about the design, but before we get into the actual shoe, I want to discuss the Carpet Company because I was reading up a little bit on their story and watched some videos as well as the one on the snkrs app.
Like, we designed this.
Yeah.
I think like the Muslim people out there, for the Baltimore people out there, for like all these different subgenres like that are really underrepresented. Like, this is a good shoe.
To learn about the brothers who actually started the Carpet Company and how they came to be. It was started about 5 years ago. It's a skate brand out of Maryland, and it was started really as a hobby and as a passion for skating, and you know, just their ties into the skate community there in Baltimore. And it ended up becoming really popular within the skate community there. Also ended up becoming lucrative. A local skate shop asked to put their brand in the store, and it grew from there. And here we are 5 years later, and these guys have their own Nike SB, which is absolutely amazing. Really dope video on the snkrs app. You guys should really check that out. Very insightful and gives you a glimpse into their design. Now, they brought up a few things that were really interesting to me in how they were designing the shoe. But first, you're going to notice the midsole is kind of a yellowed design. We've seen that on a few different pairs, similar kind of to like the Atlas Lost at Sea joints and some of the other ones that they've done in the past, where it's got kind of that yellowed kind of rustic look to it. You got the gum sole looking material here on the outside, on the sole, and then you got the Carpet logo as well hit, and it's going to be on both shoes. One's going to be at the front of the shoe, and the other one is going to be at the heel of the shoe. So let me show you here. There we go. So just in general, I love the color of the shoes just because light blue is actually my favorite color. But we'll get into the actual aspects of the design. So as you notice, it's kind of got like a hologram look to it, like a holographic kind of layer to it. But really what it is the pattern of the print underneath this. What was really dope to me to learn is that these are actual screens that were used basically to become the outer layer. So, you know, they talked about their journey in like screen printing and designing t-shirts and printing shirts and boards and things like that, and their trial and error. So they used screens as the outer layer material, which is what this light blue color is on the upper of the shoe. Now, that's why you also see different patterns on each SB, because they're all unique and individualized with different patterns. But you'll also notice that there's also another layer underneath where we're gonna reveal, you know, the design under there, and it's more of a yellow color as we remove this. So I gotta say that the material is actually, you know, really soft, kind of buttery, and I like the way that they actually did the tongue here as well, kind of with that yellowed look, that yellow aged look as well. Their explanation of the design is that they wanted a shoe that looked dope but would wear really nicely as you skated them and things like that. They also hit the shoe with an Arabic embroidery on the inside. One thing that was important to them was to represent their heritage and their culture. they have an Egyptian background, and they wanted to represent for the Muslim people and Middle East, as well as the skate community, especially of Baltimore. So this is their logo right here that you see on the back heel, which is a really dope logo. And they've specialized in making like one-of-one tees and skate decks and other things like that. So go check out their website, the Carpet Company. You can Google them. Now, it also comes with a few extra sets of laces. So you've got kind of a cream colored pair, baby blue, like a yellowish gold, and then the white. I'm not sure which one I would prefer to throw in there, but I'm honestly kind of leaning towards the cream, or maybe use one shoe with the goldish yellow. So that's really dope. Now, another thing that you'll notice is on the side panel here, it's got these suede hits right at the bottom. Really soft, buttery material. Kind of just a dope extra little add-on that they decided to use right there. But then if you flip to the back, it's very subtle, but right here on the heel, or on top of the heel, excuse me, is the tearaway material with a message that's inscribed underneath. And we're actually gonna go ahead and tear that off so you can see. I believe there's a message there in English and Arabic. So it's kind of like a paper tearaway material. Yeah, so brought to you by the Habibis at the Carpet Company. And I was reading up on that actually, because if you remember our video, we did the frame skate collaboration with Nike SB, the Habibis, right? And Habibi in that term, in that sense, represented like love for the culture and for the city and everything like that. I read up on why they use that on this message, and Habibi simply means like the brothers. It represents like the brothers. So that's why it's the Habibis of the Carpet Company there. So really dope touch there. And a double meaning there for a recent word that was used on another SB. So I gotta say, having these in hand, I'm really impressed. All right, so a couple hits on the inside as well. You got the Arabic hit right on the tongue. If you flip that over, it's got the logo. Now it's gonna be a little bit harder to see, but inside the shoe, underneath the size tag, there is Carpet Company sheep tag as well. And on the back side of the sheep, it says brought to you by the Habibis of Carpet Company. And then, like I said, that Arabic inscription on the inside. And it does come with black laces. These were tied to the white laces, so I missed them. But then you got the insole, which is the same embroidered logo that's underneath the overlay of the shoe. So when you remove the print on the outside, of the toe box, it's gonna be there. This same logo embroidered underneath. So really dope. I mean, they didn't simp on any details. They definitely paid attention closely to their design and followed all the way through. It doesn't really feel like they skipped any influences or details that they wanted to implement on the shoe. So I'm gonna try to tear the rest of this off for you if I can. But we're gonna actually have some fun here and get to revealing the outer layer on one of the shoes. I want to expose the underneath design and color and give y'all a glimpse to what it looks, so that you can decide if you want to do it at home. Not too many people are willing to jump on a YouTube video and deconstruct their shoe for you day one of release. And we've done it a few different times with the Jordan 1 SBs, the Travis Scotts, and others. So this is gonna be for y'all. Do you want me to tear away the tab on the back? We might as well, huh?
Yeah, might as well. Just do that. We might as well tear this shoe up.
So this is the shoe that we're gonna actually remove some of the outer layer from. But I'll tell you what, this material is not easy to take off. And there you can see the Arabic hit on the back. So the right shoe had the Arabic hit, the left shoe had the English message. So really dope, but I will advise you that material is somewhat tough to take off. So maybe use a tool or something like that, because I was just trying to rip it off with my fingers. It doesn't come through with the tab very smoothly, but still really dope.
It's the thought that counts.
And it was the thought that counts. So I'm gonna remove a piece here. What, you want to mess with toe box?
Yeah, might as well do the toe box of the check. Might as well do the check too.
All right, let's do the check. So Nike swoosh is gonna get the material removed here. And I'm gonna try to be delicate because I don't know how sensitive the material is underneath. I know they mentioned they use like a real durable leather and things like that, but still, you don't wanna just like cut all the way into it. So I'm gonna try and do this here very gently. So that's like a real soft material, like almost like some kind of leatherish material there underneath on the Nike swoosh.
Nice.
Which is pretty crazy. But I think it's gonna be different on the toe box. Of course, you can see there's a lot more like design element to it.
Let's see what that looks like.
All right, so fast forward and we remove part of the toe cap. Now we'll clean it up and do it a little more justice when we have some more time. But you can see, so there's two layers you gotta go through, which is like the outer layer of the screen is a really thin, I don't know, kind of like a nylon material or something. And then underneath it is almost kind of like a mesh fabric that you're looking at. So there's two layers to that screen before you get down to the material underneath. Now, the toe box is a little different because the toe box is black. It's like a black leather. Here, it's like more of a yellow with like some random speckle, but then the embroidered logo underneath, which is really dope. So you've got the logo underneath, yellow hits, and that's what it's gonna look like as you remove it throughout the rest of the shoe. The Nike swooshes are just a little bit different. Now, I'm curious to see, you know, what people are gonna do with these, and you know, guys are always coming up with creative ways and you know, deconstructing these or customizing them to their own style. So I'm curious to see, you know, some people are just gonna remove this, or maybe just the toe box, or maybe just one Nike swoosh or something like that. But you know, you can really put your own spin on these, which is dope, and they're gonna look really fly. And the yellow complements the baby blue, so it goes hand in hand with the color scheme, and they look good on feet. And you know, if you're skating in these, it's definitely a shoe that you'll be able to beat up, and they'll last you quite a while. So overall, I'm really impressed with this release. I'm really impressed with the thought and the materials that were used into this. I mean, this is you know, a little bit more innovative, I guess, than like the Jordan 1 SBs, which was just a paint removal, or even the Travis Scotts, like the outer layer, which was like that denim bandana print, which removed the like the Cactus Jack print underneath. That was really dope, but like this is unique and different, and just the fact that the screens have significance to the collaboration and the company, I thought that was really dope. Now these are dropping in skate shops, like I said, today, March 9th, but they're coming out on sneakers on March 12th. So you can try your luck on sneakers. I'm ready to hold my L. I know most of you are as well, but good luck to anybody who's trying. Right now, resale, I think, is going somewhere in like 450, 500 range. We'll see if that goes up or down after the wider sneakers release. But until then, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let us know if you're feeling these shoes and if you're gonna be going for them on the sneakers app. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Please click subscribe and make sure you follow us on Instagram at Vices Ltd. We appreciate y'all. Got much more content on the way. Have a great day.